Hey, Buck Petticourt back, Resolute Ranch and Resiliency Company. We're going to do a little, just a little spot here with my friend Mason. Mason came to kind of a really weird retreat, to tell you the truth. Like there was some time issues and some things, but I'm going to, one of the things that I've always been good at, no matter what it is, whether it's farming, whether it's Defense Midwest, or whether it's Resolute Ranch, is making whatever we have work. You know what I mean? So, if we have to tweak it, we tweak it, man. Like, that's what we do. So anyway, Mason, give us a little, just talk about, give me a couple minutes. Where'd you come from? How'd you get here? What was your life?
Oh boy.
That's a whole TV show, by the way, folks. But
just a gist of it, I was raised in California and in between there in Louisiana. My dad lived in Louisiana and worked oil field, and so go in between there and my mom's in California. I came out here to Kansas about 5 years ago, started working construction and trying to do better with my life. And I met you probably about three years into being here.
He was my bartender.
I was the best bartender. I went through a little bit of a hard time, and through that hard time, Buck saw who I was as a person, and he saved me, man. I mean,
I don't think so. You saved yourself, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, we don't need to go into details, but so it's not that it was a bad childhood. It was just that it wasn't normal, right? Or it wasn't average.
It was a child.
Yeah. And done neither here nor there, but lived in a car for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In California, I lived in a car. And
on your own a lot in Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
Got kind of on the wrong side of the law a little bit?
Can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Got here, working construction.
Yeah, and started doing better.
Took a knife to the throat.
Oh man, that was the fun one. The big mission was getting my daughter back, and
big deal was you had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And you were working on getting your baby back when I knew you, right?
Yes, sir.
And it was hard.
Yeah, it was. It was a mental battle that was strenuous, to say the least.
Yeah, might not be all solved yet, huh?
Yeah. For the most part, it gets better.
Yeah.
It has its days, and especially with her, like, she knows all I want is her.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that she's allowing me is the chance to see her and get to raise her.
So, do you consider yourself a hard worker now?
Working hard or hardly working?
I don't know which.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it matters now, right?
It does. It absolutely does.
Like 10 years ago, it didn't matter.
10 years ago, it was whatever came. And now I know what comes, and she's first. And
so we hit you up one night and, I don't know, kick you in the ass or whatever. But like convinced you to come to this retreat. And like I said, the retreat it's normally 2.5 days. This one was like 2 days, but it was like 3 days packed into, like it was like 16-hour days, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was a blast. I'll say that.
And so anyway, you did that. What do you think out of that made any difference?
The biggest difference that was made was you guys cared. You guys cared enough to push and keep pushing and have us write down our solutions and keep moving forward and keep that goal in sight.
I think that's something that I didn't do a lot of in my life, but I know there's a lot of professionals like this, super successful. Hey, you write down what you want, you put it on the wall. I never was that guy. I didn't write crap down, But in the years that I've been doing this, I find that really, really interesting because I write shit down and then I do another retreat 3 months later and I write it down again. It's not the same as it was last time because things change.
Mm-hmm. It's a perspective kind of thing. Each day brings a new mission, new goal, new reason to be awake. And Resolution Ranch gave sight to that.
So since you did that, And things have gotten better with your daughter since then. Like, I know there's a lot of, like, this just wasn't coming there. There's a lot of things that make your life better. But since you did that, what do you, like, it hasn't all been easy, has it?
Absolutely not. You heard yourself, Buck. This kid took a lot to keep me going.
So we're not selling. Yeah, it's fine. We're not selling any instantaneous answers. They're all wet. And I think you're one of the epitomes of that. We're not selling instantaneous answers. We're selling, hey, you gotta work every day, and there's gonna be days where you work all day and you don't make any money. And I don't mean money, I mean you don't make any headway, you don't get anywhere.
Yep.
But you show up the next day, you show up.
You keep trudging forward.
And then when you are at your lowest, something changes and you realize why you did it, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So introduce your daughter.
This is Calliope Marie. She's almost 3. She'll be 3 here in April. She's been the main mission, the one to keep going and forever and always will keep me on my toes.
We talk about axiology. A daughter is pretty important in terms of axiology and what's important to you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the way, you want to raise them and you have this idea in your head of how one thing is going to go, and she don't fit that bill. She makes a bill.
All right, so we're almost done here. I do have a question though, and it wasn't the retreat, but you came to a one-day mini retreat where we did some horses. Ann's crew came out. They had instructors. They had a college girl who was teaching riding. Mikey was there handling the horses, and Alice was teaching riding. And you came a little late, both of you, but you showed up, and I decided you guys should ride horses.
It was as a bigger guy, you feel like these horses are just hurting. They just handled it, man. And then her first time on the horse, took a couple of seconds to get her up there, or get her near it, but after she saw it, she was having fun.
I have some great pictures of you jumping rails. Well, not really. Alice was leading you, but jumping rails, and her on a horse for the first time. I have some great pictures. I think I sent them to you, but yeah, that's good stuff, isn't it? Hey, we not everything we do is 100% serious, but everything we do has some learning. Like the first time you get on a horse is scary, but you get on a horse and you realize it's fun. Mm-hmm. Or, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
It's definitely a learning curve, that's for sure.
So you got any advice for anybody out there on the fence?
Go to Resolute Ranch if you have problems, man. If you have any idea how much Mr. Buck can help you, I'm walking, talking proof.
Well, I don't, because he put in the work. But anyway, I appreciate it, Mason. One thing Amanda Held told me is never get invested in your people, and that's one of my biggest failures in what I do. I'm always invested in the people that come and do stuff. So anyway, thanks for coming today.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Mr. Buck.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right.